both Republicans. I'm joined now by the man who threw those bombs, Florida Congressman Alan Grayson. Congressman, thank you for joining me. I really do enjoy you, I must tell you.
Same here.
Yeah.
I enjoy you too.
But, you know, the governor's races were won by Republicans in Virginia and New Jersey, and Obama stumped for both of them. What does this say about Obama's influence these days? Is it waning or is it okay? What do you think?
Well, look, there's lessons for both parties. For the Democratic Party, we have to activate our vote. The Republicans activate their vote, but the Democrats this year haven't done as good a job as the Republicans in that regard. The voter turnout in Virginia was down by half since last year. Now, I don't think half of all voters in Virginia just disappeared. What happened was that some of them felt motivated to vote, and too many of the people on our side didn't feel motivated to vote, and that's why there was such a sharp drop in Democratic performance in both states.
But it was
so we have to motivate our base.
It was interesting that the exit polls in Virginia and New Jersey, both of them said that they still like President Obama, that their vote had nothing to do with him. Do you agree with that?
Well, look, people elected Obama, they elected me, they elected the Democrats and put us in charge of the government because they want change, and they need to see more of it. We need to deliver. We need to make sure that the people who voted for us with expectations in mind have those expectations satisfied. It's that simple. But there's lessons for the Republicans, too. You didn't talk about the election in New York.
I'm about to ask you about that one, because that was one for the team.
Well, listen, I think we're witnessing the disintegration of a major American political party, something that happens only. The last time that two of those counties in that New York congressional district were represented by Democrats was in 1850. 1850. So I think what we're seeing is that the teabaggers are no longer obeying their corporate paymasters.
It's interesting because both Limbaugh and Palin both backed the Republican up there, and it didn't work. I love that. Does it mean the attack machine? What is it about the right-wing attack machine that they're full of bluster and they're out there all the time voicing their hatred, a lot of it, and it still doesn't translate into votes by and large?
They're down to 20% of the American electorate. Only 20% of Americans identify themselves as Republicans now, and even that 20% is split and splintered and falling apart.
What does it say about independent voters, this whole thing, do you think?
Well, the independent voters have a lot to say. They're the balance of power between the two parties, but I think at this point we're down to 1.5 parties because the Republicans just can't seem to get it together. They have nothing to offer ordinary people. You ask what people want for health care, for education, for jobs. The Republicans have no answers for any of that. They're the party of no, and no doesn't cut it anymore. Okay,
thank you very much for joining us. I hope that you're going to keep speaking out and saying those wonderful things that you say. We like them.
Thank you, Joy.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Congressman. I want to turn to Randy.